Hi everyone, it's Riley. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to bring you another video all about the VIPKid hiring process. In this video, I'm going to walk you through option A for your level 4-5 mock class with VIPKid. If you're here watching this video and you're still considering whether or not you even want to do your level 4-5 mock class, I would highly recommend it. When I was in the hiring process, I did both the 2-3 and 4-5 certification, and on my very first night teaching, when I taught 12 classes within 12 hours of my contract being active, I taught levels 2 through 5, and actually over half of my classes were levels 4 and 5, so I was so thankful that I had taken this certification. So I guess this is me just saying, go for it. If you're on the fence, you're just waiting to sign your contract, you may as well try for it because it'll make you even more bookable than you already are with only 2 certifications. So before you even think about teaching this mock class, please do go through the modules, all the information in your applicant portal. It is super helpful, and VIPKid has done a great job of putting it together. So do go through all of that, and then once you are ready, make sure you go down to the Materials Center at the bottom of your applicant portal so that you can download the slides that we'll be using for this lesson. I would actually recommend having them pulled up with you so that as I'm teaching them, you can walk through, see what I'm seeing, and actually practice alongside with me. Also, because it is a mock class, you will not actually be able to access the practice room until you have signed up for your class and booked a slot. So do practice with the PDFs, and when you feel that you're ready, book a time so that you can access the classroom and practice using the classroom tools like the drawing tool, moving from slide to slide, all those sorts of things so that you'll be able to navigate smoothly when you're actually in your mock class. So you will be teaching this 10-minute level 4 lesson to your mock class mentor. Your mock class mentor is an ordinary but very experienced VIPKid teacher who will be there to answer your questions before you start teaching and to give you feedback after you start teaching. So do really consider this the training stage because this is your opportunity to be mentored before you jump straight into teaching after you sign your contract. One thing that really sets apart level 4 and level 5 is there's sort of a different pattern than there is with level 2 and 3. So the basic pattern that I always follow with level 4-5 and that I suggest you follow as well is, first of all, to introduce whatever new vocabulary or content is on the slide. This will often be noted in red. After that, I just have the student read. I'll bracket a chunk, whatever I think is appropriate for the student's level, and say, please read, or read this, and I'll just listen while they read. Third, you want to correct their pronunciation or grammatical errors that they make during their reading. So as they're reading, just make a little note of which words you need to go back and correct after, then let them finish and use your positive error correction techniques to have them repeat the pronunciation or the grammar point correctly. Finally, once you're done correcting pronunciation, it's time to extend. Lots of these slides do have extension ideas in the teacher tips box, but also be thinking of your own. My absolute favorite thing about levels 4 and 5 is that so much of the lesson is extension. Unlike levels 2 and 3, they're ready to sort of break free from the sentence frames. They don't need simple yes/no questions. They really can extend, and hopefully your mock class mentor will give you a good opportunity to practice asking level appropriate extension questions. You will notice that these lessons are quite heavy on the reading, and that's because by level 4, your students are reading to learn instead of learning to read. So they should be talking 70% of the time now, instead of the 50% expected for level 2-3 students. Along with all those things, please do keep in mind some of the VIPKid essentials. You do want to have good lighting, a headset, stable internet connection, possibly wear orange. You also want to remember things like TPR, using gestures in your teaching, using your expressions. You want to use positive error correction, and you also do want to limit your incidental language, even though these are higher level students. So before I get on with actually demonstrating this mock lesson, I just want to give you guys an invitation. I have created a website with a thorough hiring guide to navigating the entire VIPKid hiring process, and I would absolutely love to share that with you. This website is password protected for my referrals only. So if you have not yet started the hiring process or you have not yet done your demo lesson, great news, it is not too late to add a referring teacher. All you need to do is add my referral code, which is in the description below. However, if you have passed your demo test, or if you have already applied with a different referring teacher, but they're just not providing the resources and support that you need, Unfortunately, you cannot switch that. At this point, if you do want to add me as your hiring coach, you will have to reapply with a new email address, which I mean isn't that complicated, but it's totally up to you whether or not it's worth it for you to do that after you've done your demo lesson. The biggest piece of advice that I always give to people going through the hiring process is just that, to get connected with a referring teacher, to get connected with someone who can coach them through the hiring process, who can provide them with printable resources, who can provide them with real life examples, all these sorts of things. I think it is the most valuable thing that you can do for yourself in the hiring process. So if you are still looking for a coach, you found one, and I would love to share those resources with you. So if that does interest you, please see the description. I have added my referral link, my referral code, the link to my website if you want a little sneak peek of the things that aren't password protected, and I also have my email address in there. So if you do apply with my referral link or code, it's really important that you just send me an email so that I can reach out to you and we can start our coaching. So my email address is riley.autumn@outlook.com. You can find that below as well. So please feel free to send me an email with any questions about being a referral, about the hiring process, and things like that. So this lesson, option A, is a 10-minute lesson taken from the level 4 curriculum. It's called My Country, My Culture. So in your notes that you can find in the Materials Center, these slides will be in blue. The level 4 slides are in blue. And this is option A, but do keep in mind that you have to prepare for both option A and B, because your mock class mentor is just gonna get in there and give you one and expect you to run with it. So do be prepared for both A and B. I will be sure to link the video to my walkthrough of option B in the description, as well as somewhere up here in the note cards. So today I will just be teaching this lesson from home. Normally I do all of my teaching from my little classroom area, which you may have seen if you've watched some of my other walkthrough videos. However, I do not actually teach from home because we do not have internet here in our condo. So I teach from my in-laws' house, and I chose simply to stay here for the evening just to film. So do note that normally I have a whiteboard behind me and my name and some educational background ideas, but today I do not. For this lesson, I will just be using a very easy reward that you can do even on a piece of paper if you don't have a whiteboard or something. And I will just be filling in one letter of this word for my student each time I want to give out a reward. Remember that you are expected to use a secondary reward. So whether you use this reward idea or something completely different, it doesn't matter as long as you are using a reward. And typically for level 4 and 5, your rewards can be a little more interactive than just pinning something up on the whiteboard behind you like you may have done for level 2 and 3. So this is just a really simple low resource reward to get you started with level 4-5. As far as props go, do keep in mind you need 3 different types of props. So the first type of prop that I will be using today is 2D props, and I have things like a printed out Chinese flag and a map of China. Anything like that is great as a 2D prop. If you do have access to my hiring guide and you are one of my referrals, I have a bunch of printables in there for you, so I got you covered. The second type of prop that I will be using is a 3D prop, which normally I would use my Canada flag because I'm from Canada and this lesson is all about that, but unfortunately I forgot that in my classroom when I made the decision to do this lesson from here. So we're going to be illustrating the word represents. So I decided to just find something with a logo that they will recognize, that they know what it represents. So I'll be using this Nike hat. And the third type of prop that I will be using is my whiteboard, which I have prepared in advance so that I don't need to be scribbling things during the lesson. Okay, so let's dive in. I would recommend opening up that PDF right now that you got from the Materials Center. You'll see that the very first slides kind of explains what's going on. There will be 2 lessons, A and B. It kind of walks you through that. The next slide's got a big A on it, and the third slide outlines the lesson objectives. So you will not be teaching any content on this slide. This is just for you to be aware of that these are the objectives that need to be met in your teaching. And then after those slides, you have the blue VIPKid title slide that says My Country, My Culture. And this is where your lesson will actually start. Hello, my name is Teacher Riley. What is your name? My name is Lily. Great. Lily, how are you today? I am happy. Good. Me too. Lily, what did you do today? Today I do homework. Good. Lily, past tense. do homework or did homework? Today I did homework. Yes, great job, Lily. So that's what you're doing on this first slide. You're introducing yourself, asking 1 or 2 level appropriate questions. Even from this very first slide, start correcting their full sentences, their pronunciation, and things like that. Level 4, 5, they are a bit more independent in their corrections. So you don't always have to just model it for them and have them reply. You can sometimes ask them. They know these answers. So that's what I often do with level 4 and 5. Then you will transition to the next slide, and across the board, transitions, I just praise. Great job, way to go, very good. I don't say anything like, now we'll go to the next slide, or next we will talk about. None of that. Just praise while you click to go to the next slide. Lily, when you are working hard, you will get a letter in our word today. Okay? Okay, very good. Let's go. And then on to the next slide. So right here on this third slide, we're going to start that pattern that I talked about, highlighting new content, reading, correcting, extending. So here I'll circle country, country, country. Good. Then I'll circle countries, countries, countries. Very good. And then I would just bracket this paragraph and say, read please. China is a country. The US, the UK, and Japan are also some other countries. Which country are you from? Great. Lily, I am from Canada. Here I would hold up my flag if I had it. Lily, what country are you from? I am from China. Great. Lily, what other countries do you know? They might list some countries, Japan, Korea, whatever. And then I would just praise. Great job, Lily. And then go to the next slide. So here I would circle the word flag. 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 Good. Flag. Flag. Yes. Then I would bracket the text. Read please, Lily. This is China's flag. It is a symbol of China. We can see the Chinese flag in many places. Great reading. If she struggled with pronunciation, maybe of symbol instead of symbol, I would just circle that word. Symbol. Symbol. Good. It is a symbol of China. It is a symbol of China. Yes, very good. Then I would do the extension questions. Lily, what color is the Chinese flag? It is red. Good. What is on the flag? There are stars on the flag. Yes. How many stars do you see on this flag? I see 5 stars on this flag. So again, we're extending a lot. If they are struggling with these full sentences, if they miss a word or conjugate a verb incorrectly, again, repeat with positive error correction. So if she says, I see 5 star on the flag, I would just repeat and emphasize that incorrect word. I see 5 stars on the flag. I see 5 stars on the flag. Yes, great job. Lily, where do you see the Chinese flag? At my school. She'll list a few places, make sure she's using a full sentence. Awesome, Lily. Lily, you get a letter in our word. The letter is R. Okay. And then I would go to the next slide. Here I would circle represents. 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 Good. Represents. Represents. Great job. I would bracket the text. Please read, Lily. This flag represents China. When you see a Chinese flag on something, you know it is Chinese. Good reading, Lily. Lily, what does this flag make you think of? It makes me think of China. Yes, great job. Lily, that means it represents China. Good. What does this flag make you think of? It makes me think of Japan. Good. What does this flag represent? It represents Japan. Great job. Here I would, again, hold up my Canada flag if I brought it, but instead I've got a hat. Lily, what does this make you think of? It makes me think of Nike. Good. So what does this symbol represent? It represents Nike. Yes, great job, Lily. And then I would go right to the next slide. So here I would circle capital, capital, capital. Good. Capital, capital. Very good. Bracket the text. Please read, Lily. Beijing is the capital of China. A capital is the city where the government is. So again, be prepared to correct any pronunciation errors. Also be prepared for some of these more difficult words. Earlier in the lesson, we saw the word symbol. Now we're seeing the word government. These are words that your student may not be familiar with, so do be prepared to answer some questions. If they say, what is a symbol? What is government? Things like that. So once you've corrected pronunciation and explained things, I would go on to extend. Lily, what is the capital of China? Beijing is the capital of China. Good. What other capitals do you know? She'll list some capitals. Lily, do you know the capital of Canada? No? The capital of Canada is Ottawa. Ottawa. Good. I might type it in the chat box, write it on the screen, something like that to give her that visual. Yes, it's Ottawa. Great job. Lily, you get the letter A. Great job. And on to the next slide. On this slide, I would circle the word landmarks. 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 Good. Bracket the text. Please read, Lily. There are many places or buildings that are easily recognized and help you know where you are. You can call them landmarks. Good job. Lily, I will be Mike. You can be Meg. I would also circle or draw an arrow on the screen to explain this point. What is this landmark? This is the Great Wall. Yes, great job. Lily, your turn to be Mike. What is this landmark? Good. This is the Great Wall. Very good. Lily, have you ever been to the Great Wall? Yes, I have. Good. What do you like about the Great Wall? Usually when I have actual students and I ask them questions like this, they all like the slide that goes down. And to be honest, I do too. So I'll usually have a little conversation about that. Great. Lily, what other landmarks do you know? She might list some landmarks. If she struggles, be prepared to provide some examples. Perhaps the Statue of Liberty or the Leaning Tower of Pisa or the Terracotta Warriors or something like that. So do be prepared to maybe provide some examples. And then I would continue to extend. Lily, which landmark do you want to see? I want to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Good. Why, Lily? Great idea, Lily. Okay, you get another letter. The letter M. Good job, Lily. And I would transition to the next slide. Here, I'll circle country, country, country. Good. Circle China, China, China. Good. And then I would bracket the text. So depending on where your interviewer is at as far as their level goes, you can bracket the whole thing. You can break it off into chunks, whatever you are gauging from your interviewer. For the sake of this demo, I'll just bracket the whole thing. Please read, Lily. My country is China. It is a very large country in Asia. I live in a city called Beijing. Beijing is the capital of China. It is in the north of China. The government of China can be found in Beijing. Good reading. If she had any pronunciation errors, go back, correct them, have her repeat it, and then move on. Lily, what country is this? This is China. Good. Then I would either circle Beijing on her map or point it out if you have your own. What city is this? This is Beijing. Good. What city is the capital of China? Beijing is the capital of China. Yes, great job, Lily. Lily, you get another letter. The letter D. Great job. And go right to the next slide. On this slide, I would do a lot of drawing to indicate kind of what's going on. So I would circle the girl and say, Lily, I will be her. Then I would circle Lee, the boy. You can be Lee. My turn. I need help. I am going to China very soon. Can you please tell me something about China? Now I would have Lily or my student read this box. However, there is no word bank for the box. So the answers are in the teacher tips for you, but not for them. So do be prepared to provide like a prompt or something like that if they are struggling with one of these words. If they struggle with China or the stars on the flag, those kinds of things you can circle on the screen to provide guidance. But if they struggle with the word represents or something like that, you may need to provide actually a verbal cue for them to remember. So is China. Beijing is the capital. This is the Chinese flag. Lily, what does it make you think of? It represents China. Good. It is red. There are 5 stars on the flag. Wow, Lily, great job. You would be a good tour guide. And then I would jump to the next slide. Lily, are plus not equals aren't. I would be circling this on the screen as well. Then I would bracket the 2 sentences. Please read, Lily. They are not from China. They aren't from China. Be sure to correct pronunciation here and then move on. Great, Lily. Do plus not makes don't. And then I would bracket the sentences. Please read. They do not speak Chinese. They don't speak Chinese. Yes, great job. Lily, you get the letter K. Good job, Lily. And on to the next slide. Here, I would quickly review the grammar at the top. Lily, are plus not makes aren't. Do plus not makes don't. I would bracket that first sentence and have her read. They are not Chinese landmarks. Good. Then I would underline the next one. Please fill in the blank with aren't or don't, and I would be identifying these on the slide. They aren't Chinese landmarks. Very good. Then I would bracket the next one. They do not work for the government. Good. Underline, Lily, please fill in the blank. They don't work for the government. Yes, great job, Lily. And right on to the next slide. On this slide, I would be doing a lot of circling and drawing arrows to things as I'm explaining. So I would just do a brief explanation. Lily, when C, circle C, is followed by E or I, again, I would circle both of those, it says S. S. Good. Lily, this is called soft C. I would circle the title. Soft C says S. Then I would bracket the words on the CE side. Ice. Ice. Good. If you're thinking that your student is independent enough to blend these words on their own, which most students are by level 4, you can just underline them and let her go for it. Rice. Face. Very good, Lily. Then I would hop over to the other side, and again, I would help her out with the first one. City. City. Good. Civil. Pencil. Yes, great job, Lily. Lily, you get the letter N. Very good. And on to the next slide. Great job today, Lily. What do you think the word is? Landmark. Yes, it is landmark. Very good. You spelled the whole word. You did great. I will see you next time. Goodbye, Lily. And that's it. That is my walkthrough for option A of the 4-5 certification mock class. If you do pass this mock class, you will be receiving 2 certifications, level 4 and level 5, which is something that's really awesome about doing this now while you're in the hiring process. Please keep in mind that this walkthrough and other walkthroughs like it, they are not meant to be memorized. They are meant to guide. So take this as a guide and as a model, but don't feel like you have to stick to this script exactly, because that won't actually work when you have a live interviewer in there with you. So I really do hope that this was helpful to you. Again, don't forget, you have to prepare for lesson B as well. So I will link that video in the description if you want to go through that walkthrough as well. And if this video was helpful to you at all, please do like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can stay up to date on my tips to help you succeed as an online ESL teacher.